Okay, I'm going to walk you through how to do the Chapter 3 apply, because it gets a little tricky if you don't have any kind of basic knowledge yet. So what you're going to do is you're building this kind of page. So in my GitHub that I've gotten from Cengage here for Chapter 3, I have the opening page that they give you, which is the index. This is the companion site that goes with the book where it shows you all the steps. And what we're going to do is be building a page like this, where I have a title, I have a page, some links, and some numbered items. So the first step, when it says open the index file, this is usually already opened for you by default, and you're going to put your name, date, and the file name in a specific format. So I've done that here. This is a comment because of the exclamation point and the arrows here. It's not really part of your code, it's like a hidden note within the coding. Once I've typed that and I click this, it's going to tell me if I passed or not. So I've done something there because I'm doing this step by step by step, or task by task by task, to check it, because it seems to work better that way. So I've put my name here. Let's go down to step 2. I'm going to put the name of this image here, which it is included in your files over here because it pre-opened. And what this said was go down to the header element here, and you needed to put in this line of code where you are putting the image source, and the proper name is here, an alt text, so when somebody is a low vision person and they're using a screen reader, it's going to read this text to describe the picture. And although it's a little hard to see, you also need to put the height and width so that picture will be in the same format as size, because it can be any different size. So we've checked that, and now that step 2 is done. Step 3 is add relative links. So these are hyperlinks. So you're going down into the nav element section here, and it gave you the pages that it was going to link to, and these are actually already in this file for this project. So these are the proper names that you're going to make a horizontal reference to, or a hyperlink, and you're going to put it in there. And see, my colors are working because I have brackets in the right place. See, if I misplaced a bracket, everything kind of changes afterwards. So that's how you can debug something. And don't forget to put the closing tag on these, because if these are missing, things start doing a little weird stuff. So you do need the closing brackets here. So let's jump to step 4. This one is where it gets a little tricky. So you are going into this section here, and this whole section is going to be a div element that you're going to name template. Now there's another section down here that's semantic, so it's really looking at these two sections, because if you go all the way back up to the page, you see that there's a section of text here and a section of text there. So that's really what we're looking for at this point when we get to putting the template. So now step 6 is, in this div of template, you want things to have bullet points, which are an ordered list, OL, and line items that are the bullet points. So this is where you need to make sure you have the OL, and everything's nested between the opening and closing brackets. You have all your line items, and they are within an open and closed bracket. And it's easy to just copy this and paste it to here, because they were paragraph elements first. Now line 7, you're going to go down to, you're looking for this link here. So this right here, we need it to be a link. And so what we're going to do here is, we don't want the whole thing to be a link, which is really what we did up here, because these are short. This is words within the sentence we want to be a link. So we don't want visit. However, we do want W3 schools to be. So we start putting in our horizontal reference. Now we need to close that right there, and I want it to be like that. So now this is a link, just like these are a link, and the color's matching, so we're doing good, and we're going to check it. Okay, so this one worked. Let's jump to step 5. We're going to change these paragraph elements that are in this div to have different opening and closing brackets, so description terms. So this is now going to become a description term, and I need the other end to also be description term. So we're going to copy this on all of these as a description term here. And we need the closing bracket to match. Now we need to change the description definition to the items that are underneath the description terms. So instead of a paragraph, we're going to have DD. And we need to close DD as well. Okay, let's move on to the next task. Now we're going to wrap this section here into a description list. So we're going to pop one in a description list. Pops up there. We need to put that one at the bottom. Now that that one's done, this one we're going to edit something we've done before. This is actually a more specific link. So I'm going to just copy that link address and put that here. Now let's go to the next task. We need to go up to this and give it a header 3 size and make sure you have the closing bracket. Now we need to put our student name down here. We're going to click on the CSS file over here, put in our name, and put our name down here. We also need to add the same image from task 2 and task 3. So if we go back to the index page, it's going to open over here, and I can grab this. I can grab the links. Okay, let's go to the last task. We're going to get the HTML file and put our names and the same steps again. I opened it, but it came over here. I'm going to drag this here. Put a name, file name, and date. We're going to take the image again. We're going to put it under this. We also need the paragraph and the links again, and the footer needs our name. And lastly, we're doing the exact same things for the JS file. So I'm going to open this here. I'm going to drag it over, put a name. I want the image link again. I want it to go right under this header. I want the links as well, and I want my name down here. Now all of my tasks are green. I can calculate my grade, and then I can click submit. Now my grade has been calculated based on all the small tasks. It has submitted my score to Cengage so the instructor can put it in the gradebook. However, these two do take a very long time because GitHub seems to be a little slow. But at least this shows you how you work through these tasks in GitHub and submit your score.